To start up again. So if I could get everybody involved in the Devil Makes Three up here to the stage. I can't see you, so I'm going to assume you're doing that.
Lazy afternoon through a bubble of fire that makes some weird surreal. There's an interesting filter using a program called Audio Mulch that makes everything go
People are seeing right now is American as
It's perfect. I know. I do.
Can you see the time it looks on this? Sure. Taking a second, and I just want to make sure that if I turn it sideways, it should be sideways.
Oh, the camera should. If it's showing landscape on your phone, it will be showing correctly.
So
I will still check.
Camera, but, you know.
Are you currently broadcasting?
Todd, Gardner.
Yep. Yep. Alright, so I see that you're live. Okay, it
You
is
love
sideways.
the way I taste, don't you, baby?
Is your thing locked?
Firmness of my thigh as you bite into it. Oh,
Let me try it again now.
Ripping the flesh off the bone with your big, strong teeth. Yeah, baby, eat
that's
me.
right, that's
Oh, Hannibal, make a meal out of me. Yes. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. The time is up. I have other callers on the line here on the party line. You can have erotic conversations too with me and all my sexy friends here on the party line. While I'm waiting for your call, listen to tonight's thrillingly erotic tale, The Devil Makes Three, by Todd Gardner, here on Horatio Dark's Between the Sheets.
Woo!
My dear friends, my name is Reverend Solomon B. Ernest. And I have your morning message. If you stray from the word of the Lord, you're going to be up to your underpinnings in eternal hellfire. All of you deviants out there, listen up, because I'm talking to you. That's right. I see you. I see all of you sex junkies and the flop house flunkies. I see all the homosexuals, the bisexuals, the pansexuals, and the try-it-all sexuals. I see the kinky old geezers and the butt squeezers. I see the bears and those that would diddle au pairs. I see those that giggle at dirty tomes and the wreckers of homes. I also see the watchers of porn and the loneliest of all, the unicorn. I see you. The Lord sees you. You are all going to be ablaze forever. You might think a night of passion sounds like a hot time, but you don't even know the meaning of hot until you spend the hereafter with Old Scratch. Sinners, you know who you are. Rest assured, you are going to hell. And don't even think you're getting the luxury of a handbasket. Repent now!
God, not him again. Turn that off.
I take it you're not a fan, Tina?
Not at all, Buzz. He's a two-bit phony. Truth be told, he's one of the biggest horn dogs around.
Is he? And just how do you know that?
I met the Reverend at a bus station in Tulsa when I lived there. Of course, he wasn't Solomon B. Ernest back then. He went by his Christian name of Freddie Wilkes. He was just starting out in the pay-to-pray game. He wore a cheap suit and carried an old thrift store Bible everywhere. He claimed it was an old family heirloom from his mama. He even stashed a baby picture of himself in the middle of Genesis 27:29 to complete the package.
Genesis 27:29?
Cursed be everyone who curses you, and blessed be everyone who blesses you. He was convinced that he could just shove religion down the willing throats of the faithful, and they'd line up to pay him for the privilege. I guess he was right.
What a dirtbag. Why did he change his name?
Good question. I guess he wanted to go by something more biblical. We were together for a bit back then, but it got strange. He wanted me to be one of his cherished disciples. I was asked to pray with him whilst down on my knees without the affliction of clothes, or unholy vestments, as he called them. I'm not going to yuck anyone's yum, but be honest about your intentions. Don't use the Lord's name in vain to confer someone to tickle your vein. That's advanced sinning 101. After I declined to be one of the faithful, I told him to point that erection in a different direction and never look back. Hey, Sugar, would you toss me those handcuffs over there, would you?
That's quite a story. Oh, here you go.
I sure knew how to pick 'em. Present company excluded, of course. Oh, I also need that other thingy.
Thanks for clarifying. Is this the one?
No, I meant that other twisty buzzy thingy.
Oh, this one.
Yes, love, that's the one.
So, what do we do next?
Oh, Sugar, this is definitely more of a you thing.
Right. Okay, I'll bite. What am I doing then?
Buzz, put this in your mouth so I can use the device on you. You know how much of a screamer you are.
The device again, eh? Okay. Hey, wait a second. I thought it was my turn to use it on you.
Oh, I could have sworn it was my turn. Let's check the calendar. Well, how about that? It is your turn.
I thought so. Now, my dear, I guess you should put this in your mouth.
I guess so. I mean, if it says so in the calendar.
Come on, Tina. Fair's fair.
Okay, fine. Do as you must. Oh, Buzz, just wait a second. Let's just go over the procedure one more time while I can still talk. Those handcuffs, put them through the big ring hanging from the ceiling. Once that's set, close around my wrists. Then you can help me put on the ball gag.
Oh, no. Please don't make me. The horror of it all.
Oh, Buzz, you're terrible.
But you love me for it.
That I do, my sweet. Okay, once I'm all bound up, use the keypad to punch in the sequence of numbers that I wrote down in the notebook. Buzz, look me in the eye, Sugar. Type in those numbers only. Don't get cute or bad things could happen. Buzz, I'm serious. This isn't a toy. Well, it is, but it's a potentially dangerous toy.
Okay, I got it.
Once you've entered those numbers, turn the key and flip the switch to the right. Then, and only then, can you safely use the device. Are we clear?
I said I got it.
Okay, Sugar, but you have to stop when I say stop. To stop, you must...
I'm sorry to interrupt, but, How you say stop if you have that ball gag in your mouth?
Oh, who's my smart man? I know, I'll just stomp on the floor 3 times. And then you can turn the key again, flip the switch to the left, and punch in the second code, okay?
Got it? Punch in the sequence, turn the key, flip the switch, then 3 stomps to stop, turn the key, flip the switch key, and shut down. Yeah, easy peasy. So are you ready, my sweet?
Yes, my love, I'm ready. Go ahead and put my hands in the cuffs. Oh, and before you put the gag in, be in dear and turn that radio back on while I adjust. I don't want those pesky neighbors calling the cops again.
The patented VibraSlap. Don't wait, vibrate. VibraSlap your way to feeling great. It's good for your core and won't leave you sore. You'll be the top of your class. Try VibraSlap and let it do a number on your... Do you need something strapped down for a while? If you said yes, then give Billy Denton's Specialty Mounts a try. That's right, Billy Denton's Specialty Mounts. They carry just about everything for your binding needs. Billy Denton's Specialty Mounts. Call Billy at 1-800-TRY-BDSM.
Scheiße, Helga. That's going to leave a mark.
Nein, not at all, Fritzy. We'll just use Otto's Stain Blitzer. It gets the most embarrassing and personal stains out of everything.
I guess the stains won't know what hit them, yeah?
Yeah, very clever, Fritzy. Otto's Stain Blitzer. Blitz your stains away.
Hello, lovers. Do you have a fiery passion? Do you want to explore your dark side? Ready for an epic adventure? Pick up the phone and dial 1-800-666-LICKS to talk to a real hottie. It'd be a damn shame if you didn't. Heck, just call 1-976-666-LICKS right now. And let us be the ones to fulfill your every last temptation.
Boy, they'll sell anything on the radio.
Hey, Buzz, turn that up a bit.
What?
Turn that up!
Oh, turn that up.
Yeah.
That's 1-976-666-LICKS. Tell him Miss Lulu Cypher sent you.
Buzz, did you get that number?
I did. It's 1-976-666-LICKS. What's the big deal? You're not going to dial it, are you?
I think I just might. You know, it's been a minute since we've had a third join in. Besides, it's always helpful to have an extra set of hands with the device, right? Come on, Buzz, it'll be fun. Don't you think so?
It's true, a third could be useful and pretty fun. But you know those 976X numbers are just a scam, right? You call the number and they breathe all heavy for you, and then they tell you just how big your phone bill is.
It sounds like you've had some experience there, eh, Buzz?
I'll admit it. I've called this number a few times. Sometimes it got awful lonely on the base.
Oh, hey, sugar, no need to explain. Lord knows I'm not one to judge. You do you, honey. Let your freak flag fly.
Thank you, my love. But let's get back to this phone thing. Why are we calling? I mean, it's not like they'd actually send anyone over.
Shows what you know, soldier boy. If you knew the right words to say, you know, code words, a few choice phrases here and there, they just might be able to help you out. The secret squirrel stuff lets them know that you aren't the cops.
So they know you're not the cops. Big deal. Then what?
After that, it's fairly simple. Someone calls somebody and they make a phone call. If it all works out, then shazam! You get to meet somebody who really has some body. Now, Buzz, undo these handcuffs and let's make a phone call.
Dean, I got a bad feeling about this. I don't think it's a good idea.
Oh, Buzz, don't worry your pretty little head about anything. I've got this. Just hand me the phone.
Here you go. I still think it's a bad idea, though.
Hello? Oh, no, I don't have an account. What's that? Oh, am I seeking a man or a woman? I don't know, just surprise me. I think people in bodies all across the spectrum are yummy. And so if I had to answer, I guess I'd say this is more of a first available kind of request. What's that? Oh, okay. Yes. Thank you. All right, 1 second. Buzz, give me your credit card.
What? Why? This is your terrible idea.
Buzz, look at me. Don't be nervous. Don't be cheap. Just give me your credit card.
Yeah, but Tina... Oh, dang it. You know I can't say good no to you. Here you are.
Thank you, sugar.
You're welcome.
Okay, the number is 410-202-703-867-5309. And the expiration date is June 1966. Hey, Buzz, did you know your card expires on 666? That's kind of spooky. I'm sorry, I'm back. What's that? What am I into? Oh, well, all sorts of things, actually. But I really just want someone to deliver a pizza. Yes, that's right, a pizza. Yes, of course. Hold on, I'll hold on.
Deliver a pizza?
Ordering a pizza means that someone has to come over, right?
Oh, right. Good thinking. I am kind of hungry.
Buzz, we're not actually ordering a pizza.
Oh, yeah. I knew that.
Music. They want music.
Do you like that, lover? Does it turn you on when I eat spaghetti? I bet it does. Call the party line and hear me and all my friends eat the most erotic foods. Bananas, cucumbers, jumbo shrimp, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with the crust cut off, carne asada tacos, oh, and of course, spaghetti. Only on the party line. While I wait for your call and continue with tonight's sultry, spooky tale, The Devil Makes Three by Todd Gardner, here on Horatio Dark's Between the Sheets. Woo!
Who is it?
Somebody order a pizza.
They sent a pizza lady.
Well, she certainly didn't waste any time. She must have driven like a bat out of hell.
Buzz, we don't want to scare her off with that foul language of yours.
Oh, right. Sorry, babe.
Why, hello there. My name is Sherry Lynn Cole, and I believe you ordered a pizza.
We did indeed. Hey, Buzz, the pizza is here.
Yowza! Hello, hot stuff.
I've heard that one before. Or were you possibly referring to this?
Tina, she actually brought a pizza.
Why, yes, she did, Buzz. Why don't you go take the pizza to the kitchen and let the grown-ups do some talking?
Okay. It smells delicious.
He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's pretty, and he does make himself useful.
Yeah, I know the type. So, should I?
Oh, of course, please come in. I'm so sorry. And where are my manners?
Oh, it's quite all right. No harm done. Oh, my, you have a lovely home.
Oh, go on. By the way, I'm Tina, and that man you saw for 5 seconds is Buzz. Before we say another word, you simply must tell me about your outfit. I've never seen anything like it.
What? Oh, this old thing. It's a vintage Merry Widow corset. I know a fellow that used to be a designer there. What a naughty lad he was. You know, for a man with no pets, he certainly had a lot of leashes in his closet. But who am I to judge? We're neighbors now, so we worked out a bit of a barter. He designs my corset, and I don't poke him with sharp sticks or set him on fire.
You're the worst.
So I've been told.
But honestly, Sugar, it suits you to a T. You know, it fits you like one of those apples dipped in caramel, except in your case, it's like your body was dripped in sin itself.
Aren't you a silver-tongued devil? You know, I've not heard a more apt metaphor in a long time. You know, if you like the corset, I can get one made for you.
Thank you, Sugar, but I'm just not that fancy. Besides, I don't think I could pull it off as well as you do.
Well, I disagree, my dear. I'm sure some have sold their very souls to have curves like yours. You should dare to be daring. Something like this would look like $1 million on you. Why, you'd feel like Marie Antoinette. I've been known to have an eye for this sort of thing. Stick with me, love, and we could go places. How about it?
Well, you don't mess around. Let's just see how today goes, Sugar.
As you wish, but you should give it some thought.
Hey, would anybody mind if I have a slice?
Go ahead, Sugar. The grown-ups are still talking.
Awesome. You better hurry, I might eat it all.
Well, if he does, we can order another pizza. I mean an actual pizza.
That we could. Like I said, he's pretty.
So are you.
Now who's the silver-tongued devil?
Guilty as charged. So beautiful. What trouble are we getting into?
I have a few ideas. For starters, I'd like to kiss you.
What's stopping you? You are delicious.
And you are all kinds of trouble, aren't you? Speaking of trouble, do you want to see something really naughty?
But of course. Lead the way, my dear.
I probably shouldn't be showing you this, but it seems like it's right up your alley. We just got it recently.
What is it?
It's the Sheet Shaker 3000.
The Sheet Shaker 3000?
Yes, the Sheet Shaker 3000. Although we just call it the device. I'm pretty sure that it is the most advanced sex toy the world has ever seen.
Oh, fascinating. How did you come to possess it?
Well, it's kind of a funny story. Buzz got out of the Marines a few years back, became a truck driver to make ends meet. About a month ago, a crate showed up at one of his stops with no return address, no bills of lading, no note, no nothing. It just suddenly appeared like the 3 wise men did on the day baby Jesus was born. Say that again, Sugar?
I mean, everyone remembers that day. It's Christmas, right?
It is. For a minute, it sounded like you were actually there.
Oh, honey, if I'd been there, that would make me more than 2,000 years old.
Well, if that's the case, you look amazing for your age. Of course, I tend to like older women.
Why, thank you. Well, I'm definitely older than I look. But I digress. Do go on.
Well, since no one knew where it came from, they didn't feel comfortable having it on site, so they asked Buzz to take it away. He had room on his truck and was pretty curious about what was inside. He brought it home and took a crowbar and opened it right up. There it was, all shining and gleaming like a chrome-plated, vibrating electric angel.
But what does it do?
Oh, honey, it does everything.
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 Impressive. Even the Algonquin horseshoe massage.
Especially the Algonquin horseshoe massage. I couldn't walk the next day. I imagine that Catherine the Great herself would have blushed.
Fancy. But what about the New York shore leave?
Yep, that too.
And the Los Angeles car chase.
Yes, of course, sugar. When I say everything, I mean it does everything. Believe me, we've put it through its paces.
Well, aren't you two just the luckiest? What a find.
You think so?
I do.
Want to give it a try?
Well, I think I do.
I must warn you, though.
Oh, warn me about what?
It's pretty intense. It's kind of a blessing and a curse.
I don't follow.
Well, since it does so many things, we kind of want to try out all of the settings.
Naturally.
I told you that Buzz is a former Marine, so he's used to longer workouts. I, on the other hand, am just a delicate flower. The sucker wears me out.
Well, I would imagine so.
Anyway, I'm sure your time is valuable, and it's really up to you if you want to give it a whirl. I know you didn't come all this way just to hear me gab about some machine.
Well, it's your dime, Tina. I have plenty of time to make any sort of transaction you'd like.
You're just a natural-born saleswoman, aren't you, sugar? Seems like you've got every angle covered.
As they say, the devil's in the details.
So, sugar, do you really want to try it out?
I really do.
Wonderful. There's just one thing. How to say this? I know we've just met, and I don't want you to think I'm being too forward, but sugar, you might want to disrobe for this. I'd hate for that corset to be damaged.
Now, who's the natural-born saleswoman? Unzip me.
I was about to ask you the same thing. Come here, you.
Every 10 sexually active people get an STD by the age of 25. You could be at risk for any number of sexually transmitted diseases, including gonorrhea, chlamydia, herpes, and HIV. Don't take them home. Don't show your partner anything but love. Show them you care and call Planned Parenthood for top quality care. And now back to the hot conclusion of The Devil Makes Three by Todd Gardner here on Horatio Dark's Between the Sheets.
My friends, it's your devoted servant, Reverend Solomon B. Ernest, here again with an afternoon message. Beware of Old Scratch, for the devil is the spiritual panhandler. Though Satan may be powerful, the beast's power only increases when we give our power away. The Dark Lord will gnaw on the very fiber of your soul and gleefully put a hand out for more. Is this perverse purveyor of pain ever pacified? No, sir, no, madam, but my friends, here's the secret. Be vigilant. Use your power for good. Do not be tempted by the darkness, or you will become a cog in that trickster's infernal machine.
Him again. Phonies like that are far worse than Old Scratch could ever be.
Amen, I couldn't agree more.
I really hope someone out there is keeping track of what a creep he is.
Oh, I'm sure someone is.
You know it's always the holy roller types that turn out to have someone's head in their freezer.
Buzz!
Oh, it's okay, doll. He's not wrong. You know, there are a lot of those types living in my neighborhood.
Sounds like you live in a bad part of town.
You have no idea.
All of that may be so, but talk like that can really kill the mood.
Was that intentional?
Oh, I didn't even realize what I said. Not at all. Buzz, be a dear and change the channel.
On it.
Welcome back to the program, Music to Shag By. Tonight's episode features hits by the likes of Magdalene Bell, Mel Cotter, and Tom Jones. I'm sorry, folks, that's Madeline Bell, Mel Cotter, and Tom Jones.
Tom Jones, he uses the dreamiest, don't you think? I'm sorry, where were we? Oh, right. We were going to hook you up to the device. Are you sure you want to try? It's pretty intense.
You said so before, and yes, I'm sure. Where do we begin?
First, you give me your wrist so I can put these cuffs on you. Don't worry, I'll be gentle.
Well, only if you want to be.
Good. Now I'm going to put the other cuff through the hoop on your arms, so your arms are above your head. And then click in your other wrist. Perfect. Now you take this little red ball thingy and place it in your mouth. It helps keep the screaming down. You know, neighbors. So far, so good?
Honey, I've seen a ball gag before.
Good. I don't like making assumptions. If it gets to be too much, just stomp on the floor 3 times.
I'm sure I can handle it.
This isn't your first...
This isn't your first trip to the rodeo, is it, Shirley?
Not even close, cowboy.
Oh, Buzz, it looks like we've got a bit of a bad girl on our hands, don't we?
I've definitely been called worse.
Buzz, if you were all set, enter the sequence.
Yes, ma'am.
Sherry, are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Excellent. Oh, Buzz, her gag is now in place. Here we go. Turn the key.
Roger that, honey.
Perfect. Now I'll just attach these clamps. And here.
Ooh.
And one more right here.
Ooh.
Still okay, sugar? Okay, Buzz, she nodded yes. Flip the switch to the right. Turn on the device.
Hoorah! Yes, ma'am.
She's doing fine, Buzz. Turn it up to level 3. Now level 6. No stomping yet. What a trooper. Buzz, adjust the knobs. Let's try the Tune in Tokyo setting. You're doing fine, sugar. Still okay?
She nodded yes, Tina. What setting should we try next?
How about the Orange Blossom Special?
Ooh, good idea. Level 5?
Level 8.
Level 8? I love you so much.
I love you too, sugar.
Okay. Level 8 engaged.
Now, let's go with the NYC Bicycle Messenger. How about the Baker's Dozen?
Good call. The replacement for the 13-inch attachment we broke just came in yesterday.
Now, Buzz, start off slow with that one. It can knock on the wrong door if you're not careful.
Knock on the wrong door. You're adorable.
Oh, hush, Buzz, we're working. Okay, now for the big finish. The Tesla toe curler.
Is that a tail?
Oh my god, I think it
Is that a goatee? Is that a goatee?
And those horns.
Look at those teeth.
Trim it up. Let me catch my breath. What is the matter with you humans?
With us humans? What do you mean, us humans?
Isn't it obvious? I'm the devil, the emperor of evil. I am Old Scratch.
Figured, you know, with the horns and the tail and the goatee and all.
I am as old as time and powerful beyond your wildest dreams. Are you not frightened?
Meh, not particularly.
But I'm the emperor of evil and the collector of souls.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just not feeling it. I mean, you topped out during the Tesla toe curler. Buzz and I took that one to 11 on the first try. And could you knock it off with the thunder? We have really difficult neighbors, and they will definitely call the cops.
Not feeling it? That's impossible. I am the embodiment of strife and hellfire. Your souls will be mine!
What did I just say about the thunder? And as far as taking our souls, that's not going to happen. We have each other. You don't have anything we want. And we have the device, so we're good. But thanks anyway. And yet, you're chained up in our living room, so there's that.
You're more afraid of the neighbors calling the cops than you are of the ruler of darkness and hellfire? I don't get it. Humans have become so boring. Have you no shame? Like, you and that device of yours? You need to repent. Y'all need to find Jesus. Like, hell hath no place for vile folks like you. We have standards.
Funny thing, I let Jesus into my heart once. He took up too much room. He was also really judgy. So I kicked him out.
Humans can't live with them.
What the hell just happened?
I'm not sure, but I think we just shamed the devil.
Did you see those horns? And that tail?
I did, and those teeth.
I hate to say I told you so, but I did have a bad feeling about that phone call.
When you're right, sugar. Come here, love. Let's just sit a spell and collect ourselves. Pour me a drink.
You got it, hon.
My friends, it's your old pal, Reverend Solomon B. Ernest, and I just wanted to leave you with a nighttime meditation. Old Scratch walks among us. When we think of sin and the devil puts our running shoes and beats a path to our door. And when the beast knocks, be warned. That silver-tongued serpent will say anything to be let into your lives. Don't believe a word of it. You have the power. Shame the devil. Turn toward the light and do it tonight. That fight is yours and yours alone. No one is going to win it for you. The path to salvation is good, honest living.
Should I change the channel?
No, sugar, leave it.
But didn't you say he was a big old phony?
Buzz, they say a broken clock is right twice a day. Besides, he might be onto something.
What do you mean?
Maybe we should live our lives right.
Oh. Does that mean we should get rid of the device?
Absolutely not.
I'm not sure I understand.
Buzz, it's simple. We live our lives the way we want and do as much good in the world as possible.
But, the devil and the Reverend said we were sinners.
According to them, maybe. Look at it this way. The device was made to give folks pleasure. It just fell into our lives like some sort of divine intervention. It would be a sin not to use it.
But the device is so terrible that the actual devil just literally ran away with his tail between his legs.
True, but I think the devil ran because we didn't feel a lick of shame about using it.
How so?
The devil feeds on shame, and we just didn't have any to offer.
So...
Oh, Buzz, you're so pretty. Do you remember that old Bible story of Eve and the apple of knowledge of good and evil?
Yep, my mama read that to me as a boy. The Lord said they could eat any fruit except that one apple. But Eve went and did it anyway.
Well, that's where shame started. That was the original sin. The story goes that the serpent made her take a bite, or at least tricked her into doing so. She took one bite and realized that her naughty bits were out for everyone to see. She was so ashamed that she and Adam had to go and find some new digs and deal with one really annoyed supreme deity.
So, she realized she was sinning?
No, Buzz, she was only led to believe that she was. Let's say that Eve bit that juicy apple of knowledge and said, "This bad boy is delicious. I'm going to eat the whole thing." I bet God and that old serpent wouldn't have known what to do. I mean, let's face it, a woman without shame is a force to be reckoned with.
Amen to that. So, you're saying that sin is only a sin when you're made to feel bad about something you're doing?
Almost, sugar. I think there's actual sin. Murder, kicking puppies, being a Nazi, using the last of the toilet paper and not replacing it. Those are all sinful things. If you're doing things that make you happy and you're not hurting anyone, then you're not sinning.
Oh, I think I get it now.
I knew you would, sugar. Now, I could go for a pizza, one that comes from an oven and not one from hell.
Whew. I'm really glad you clarified that last statement.
Of course, love. Did you think I was going to call for another guest?
Honestly, babe, I didn't know. We've been doing some pretty crazy things, but I think we've had enough excitement for one day.
Amen, sugar.
Oh, hi, lover. Oh, I'm so full after that erotic meal. And there's one thing I love to do after I eat an erotic meal. No, not that. Oh, no, definitely not that. Oh, no. What I love after an erotic meal is a nice, long, erotic nap. Oh, yeah. You can call the party line to hear me and all my friends erotically nap through the afternoon. Oh, we can nap so hard. It's so long. Oh, we're all waiting on the party line. Call now. Join the party. $6 for the first minute, $2 each additional minute, adults only.
You just heard The Devil Makes Three by Todd Gardner. Featuring Sarah Wiseman as Tina. Brendan Perry as Buzz and radio voice number 3. Allison Washington as Sherry Lynn Cole. Chris Allen has a buttload of radio voices. Maeve Yeager has another radio voice. And Miriam Doyle as the sexy radio voice. Also, Katie Rouse is the announcer. And as always, Dave Marcoot and Ren Luby Cohen Bateman on the Foley. And with special guest Tom Mule on the Foley as well. Pinch hitting for that chaos. Wait, who the hell were you, Mike? Oh yeah, Mike Yates is the Reverend Solomon B. Somebody else. Ernest, Solomon B. Ernest. Sorry, Mike. Yeah. Mike too. Yeah. I don't have my glasses on. I can't read shit. All right, so we're going to have another 10-minute break before we have our final erotic tale. So go ahead, grab another drink. Have a cigarette.